In this video, I'm going to talk about how to learn Georgian verb conjugations. Foreigners like us who learn Georgian language, I think one of the biggest problems and difficulties that we face in learning Georgian is verb conjugations, because it's very important, but at the same time very difficult, because as you may know, Georgian verbs patterns and rules are quite complicated. So I can say that mastering Georgian verb conjugation is one of the most important components in learning Georgian. So in this video, I'm going to share with you actually 4 steps that I have been taking in order to improve the knowledge and also kind of learn Georgian verb conjugations. 4 steps. The first step is to remember the dictionary forms with prefix. Prefix, I mean, like, for example, to do, right? Ga keteba. Ga keteba. This ga is a prefix. For example, to write. Da tsera. Da tsera. This da is a prefix. For example, to read. Tsa kithoba. Tsa. This is also a prefix. And the reason why I'm telling you to remember this dictionary forms with prefix is that, first of all, without these prefix, we can make present tense. For example, v kithlov, shen kithlov, right? But in order to make the present, future tense and past tense, we need this prefix, like tsa vikithav, tsa vikithav. This is I will read, right? And also I read tsa vikithe, tsa vikithe. So what I'm saying is it's very important to remember the dictionary forms with this prefix, so that we can remember and conjugate the dictionary form into dictionary form of the verb into not only present tense but also future and the past tense. It's quite efficient, I would say. I'm pretty much sure that you're using grammar books, Georgian grammar books, and I'm pretty much sure if it's a normal book, I'm pretty much sure that it describes the verb conjugations as well. My recommendation is this book. It covers not only beginner levels, but at the same time, I would say intermediate and a little bit higher level than that. It's quite comprehensive. What I did when I was reading this book was to remember the dictionary form, first of all, at the beginning of all the basic verbs, like ga keteba, da tsera, she chama, etc., etc. The second step that we need to take is to remember all the patterns with the basic verbs. For example, as I said, tsa kitho, to read, right? V kitho, present tense. Tsa vikithe, I read. Tsa vikitha, I will read. Tsa mekitha, I had read, right? Vukithlobudi, I was reading. It's very important, and also not only for the first person, but at the same time, shen kitlob, is kitlobs, and tsai kitha, man tsai kitha, all the patterns, first, second, third person, singular, plural, and all the time tense, present tense, future tense, past tense, all the patterns. Minda tsa I want to read, subjunctive form as well, with the kind of basic verb first of all, so that there are several patterns of verb conjugations in Georgian language. But if we remember one particular concrete pattern with the one particular verb, we can apply our knowledge for other verbs as well. So this is the second step. Of course, this first one and the first step and second step are quite, I would say, for some people can be torturing, because we need to remember. We have to have the knowledge as a part of us. It should be like very automatic. So in order to be like very automatic, we have to kind of repeat the training, the knowledge as well. Basic dictionary form and also all the patterns. First, second, third person, singular, plural, and all the time tense as well. The third step that I'm still taking is just outputting a lot. For example, this is the first one and the second one were I would say like input, but in order to make it as a part of yourself, the verb conjugation, its knowledge, we have to use kind of activity, output. So for example, in a daily conversation when you're talking to your friends, for example, Vusvam, right? Vusvam, me vusvam, shen svam, is svams, man daria, mat daries, like I drink, you drink, he or she drinks, he or she drunk, they drunk in the past tense, third person, plural form. But when you try to use those verbs, I will guarantee you will have a lot of moments wondering whether the form that you want to say is grammatically correct or not. And when that happens, when you're wondering whether what you are producing, the verb conjugation, right, correct or not, it's actually your brain is like functioning quite active, and what you want to do is to check if the verb conjugation is correct with your grammar book, or you can even ask your Georgian friends. Try to use the verb and check whether that verb conjugation is correct or not, and continue doing this a lot of times. So third phase is to from the input, you have to move on to output actively, and eventually, of course, this third step is also kind of hard, but I would say that by doing so continuously, the verb conjugation, your brain actually your brain starts conjugate all the verbs and all the patterns kind of automatically, and you will have some kind of intuition how to conjugate a new verb, but applied for the verb conjugation patterns you already know. The fourth step is more like philosophical. I want to say that it's fine to make mistakes. It's fine to make mistakes, but what is important is to don't stop learning every day. I still make a lot of mistakes, especially like verb conjugations in Georgian. Not only in Georgian, but also in other languages, like in English as well. But it's still important that not to be afraid of mistakes, because we learn a lot of things from mistakes. But we need to kind of check what is correct, and making mistakes and checking the correct form, and this is input, and also outputting. This kind of repetition is very important to be so that your brain automatically guesses the correct verb conjugation patterns. So these are 4 steps that I'm still taking in order to learn all the verb conjugations in Georgian. Not only in Georgian, by the way, in all the languages that I have been learning. So yeah, remembering basic grammar forms of each, especially basic verbs, first of all, and then remembering all the patterns and all the singular, plural, first to third person, with the concrete one will be fine. With the concrete one verb, like 달래봐, anything. But you need to have some kind of a format in your brain. And third one, these are input, and you have to keep producing outputting. It's fine that you will have. I'm pretty much sure that you will have also difficulties at the beginning, but keep making a lot of output, and your brain will be kind of get used to it. Then last but not at least, it's fine to make mistakes, but try to continue learning. Don't stop learning every day. Routine, as a routine, it's very important to keep having input and also output. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully it was kind of useful, and I will see you guys next time. またね。아바헤. Ахла saçımı şevcam lantis. Demeli otak da var gibi tam sıkıntı tabii ismini. Demeli albat kire yumuşak. Tıkman sarmatı bir dehes gisiyor.